Let's get ready to rumble!
Senior Nation jam-packed show today. Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today.
Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies.
Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley, that is the CEO of Akerna.
The best trade idea resource out there. Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? Yes, we did start a few minutes later today. I was waiting for SPAC Attack to end. It's still going, so we said, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna start. So somebody asked, Benzinga doesn't have a watch. 3 question marks. 3 question marks. That's aggressive. We'll say I do in fact have a watch, but it is broken. That did not influence our decision as to when we started today. But let's see. So I set this about 2 hours ago, and we've already lost 3 minutes of time. 3 hours lost by the time that I got at it today. So yes, the watch is in fact broken, but again, did not influence our time to start. What's up, everybody? What's up, Zinger Nation? Happy Tuesday. Cruising through this week. Let's go. First air horns of the day. Let's warm it up. They're never going to take the air horn away from me. See somebody saying they bought eToro today, ticker FTCV. It's a new SPAC deal. Let's definitely talk about that one. It is a space that we know well. So we'll check that out. And shout out to Tony from Toledo saying your watch will still be right 2 times per day as long as it's stopped. The issue is it's not stopped. It's just going real slow. But all right, guys, let's kick today off the way that we start off every single day, which is to remind you of the point of the show, why we're spending these 2 hours together every single day here on the YouTube channel. Of course, hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. But this is the Trade Idea Show. That's what we're going for, guys. Ideas not just coming from myself, not just coming from Jason, not just coming from our guests, all right? Those are our 3 sources already. But most importantly, coming from all of you guys out there in the chat, all of Zinger Nation. Shout out to Young Investor checking in and saying hi. Refined Warrior, there we go. All right, we got a nice crew today. And we're having some nice market days, guys. You know, I think today is one of those days where we say, all right, whatever's going on in our lives, whatever craziness there is in the world, you know, at least the stock market is at all-time highs. Cash register on that one. You know, so we've got something to fall back to here. Let me pull my screen up here. There it is. There we go. All right, look at this. Beautiful. What 1-year chart of the S&P 500. We are getting close to the COVID lows. So the absolute low made from COVID about a year ago was on the 23rd of March. Today's the 16th. So we're just about almost exactly a week out from being at those COVID lows. Market's up 70% since that period of time. It's going to be up 80% if it hangs out here and we get to those COVID lows. But again, let's take today. Let's be positive. Let's say, okay, market's at all-time highs, and let's get some new ideas flowing. On the agenda for today, let me hit my own drum roll. There it is. All right, on the agenda for today, I've got a new Benzinga.com page to show you. So we'll check that out. I promised 2 options trades yesterday. We didn't get to them, so we're going to hit them today. I promise we're going to make sure that we get to that. So we have a covered call that we did yesterday, and then I've got a new options trade that I'm going to be putting on today. We're going to look at the crypto stocks, our Voyager Digital again running today. Cash register there. Of course, we're going to do an update on our chat challenge. We're going to talk eToro. And again, this is the idea show. So I want to get some ideas flowing from the chat. If anybody has a new stock idea, if you have a stock that you like, you're bullish in, you're convicted about, you want to get into the stock, we're going to throw the phone number up on the screen. Feel free, call in, pitch your stock, bring the awareness to the community. Let's get everybody going, right? So it's not just you sitting on that great idea. But we'll get everybody up there. Producer Rohan, can you throw that phone number up there on the screen? So if you have a new stock idea, something we haven't talked about before, feel free to dial in. Floor is yours. 2 minutes. Rapid fire pitch. We'll get some quick 1-2 feedback out of the chat. And shout out to Young Investor. He's going to say he's going to come on tomorrow to discuss his new stock pick. Okay. Or maybe even today. If we want to see the Young Investor come on today and throw us a new stock pick, throw the one in the chat. If not, we want to kick him back to tomorrow. Throw the two. I want to hear that new stock pick today. I'm interested in it. But all right, guys, first things first, I teased that we have a new page on Benzinga.com. We've been working hard. We actually have about 10 new pages that you guys are yet to see still. But we're going to leak them out slowly. And I'm going to pull this page up here. There we go. Uh-oh, we have somebody on the phone lines? All right, producer Rohan, we don't hear him, but he's saying that we have somebody on the phone lines. Let's put him in. Let's see that trade idea.
All right, we have Ryan on the phone. Ryan, go ahead.
What's up, man?
This morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh,
Could you talk a little bit louder? You're a little bit quiet.
Yeah, let me get the AirPods going.
We're gonna get the AirPods going. Long Apple.
You should be
Tom
good now.
Nash
Can you
came on
hear
the
me?
stream last week, pitched Apple. Holding up pretty well. Yep, we
Can
hear
you
you.
me?
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Hey, so I was gonna drop a ticker real quick, man.
Let's hit it. We love
looking
trade
at-
ideas.
That's right, BYFC, Broadway Financial. It's a pretty low volume stock, but there's a merger vote tomorrow that would put insider ownership possibly at over 50%, in which it could be a pretty good prospect for a pump when the merger vote occurs, and they're looking for constant growth over the year, most definitely.
Okay, and so what exactly is this vote that's taking place? Is it something that it's going to allow insiders to buy more shares because they're capped, or what exactly is that?
They're actually just acquiring. It's a City First Bank Corporation, and it should be a pretty large merger that would, in their words, put them at the largest Black-owned bank in the United States.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. And how well do you know this company? Like, do you know the financials and that
I've been
sort of
following
thing?
it for a while. I've been following just the movement for a while. The reason that it's really gripped my attention is that despite, the dip correction, whatever you want to call it, we've been going through past 3 weeks, it's the only stock, at least on my watch list, hundreds of stocks that was still green consistently during all those dips. And that did not get hit whatsoever.
Yeah, guys, here's a 3-month chart we're looking at. Here, I'll pull it back to a month, and you'll remember 2 weeks ago, right? We were in this trouble zone, and things ripped from 2 to 3 pretty quickly.
Yeah, so it's just been pretty miraculous to see that growth. And even before I looked into it with my DD on the merger, I liked it in general because they're an online banking company, and with the stimulus coming in, they handle a lot of direct deposits, and since it's based around a lot of cultural motivation, I just like that going into a stimulus market in general.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. And then the vote, is it tomorrow it's taking place, or when's that vote happening?
Yeah, the vote is tomorrow. I have to confirm the time, but I believe it's somewhere around 10-11 Eastern. And the vote's going to be a go.
So the vote's already going to be a yes. So we can assume that's priced in. So it's not like we're going to get any sort of crazy price action tomorrow. But again, your idea is, it's got a good story. We're in the stimulus check environment. And they should put up good financial results based on that. Is that a fair summary? Yeah,
that's my projection, especially with a lot of insider ownership. They got a lot of trust in it. I bet they want to see this, just the growth in general. I haven't seen a price target, publicly stated in my research, but just from how I see it, I mean, at least I like this thing for another $1 very soon.
Okay. All right. There we have it, guys. And I promise if anybody would call in, we throw it to the chat. We throw it out there to Zinger Nation, all you hanging out with us. If you guys like this one, again, ticker getting pitched, BYFC. That's Bravo, Yankee, Foxtrot, Charlie. Not a stock that I've heard of before, not one that I'm familiar with. I do own several of these small community banks. I like these stocks. If you guys like this one, throw the 1 in the chat. If you either don't like it, you're sitting on the sidelines throwing the 2. I want to see where everybody is at. And Ryan, thanks, man, for calling in. That's what the Power Hour is all about. It's about the ideas. And I love on these days where we have a little bit of time that we can sort of crowdsource this and get the idea juices flowing.
Hey, thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Happy trading. All right. So there's one. And wow, so we got a nice little wave of 1s in there, guys. All right, there we go. Shout it out. Let's take one more call. Again, that was perfect, right? I was like if we had a model, that would be it. So, tell us about some stock we don't know about, why it's interesting, why we should look at it. Because again, let's get the ideas flowing. While we throw that number up there, I'm going to show you guys this new page on Benzinga.com that I teased. Again, the whole idea with Benzinga, guys, the reason why we work so hard, why we're building this business for you guys is because we want to build with you. We want this to be the most powerful financial platform out there, and we know that we're not going to have all the answers. Right. We know that we're going to get better ideas if we're throwing it out to the chat, out to the community, and you're telling us, hey, here's how we think make things better, more helpful, etc. So check this out. This is our new dividend page. Air horns on that one. Oh, we don't have air horns because we got user calls connected. All right, here's the new dividend page. I'm clicking over to the YouTube chat. I'm going to drop this in there for you guys. I'll spam it like I always do, putting it in a few times. But check it out. The page is benzinga.com/news/dividends. And what you have here is you've got a complete dividend database. This is curated by our team. We're not relying on any sort of third party, right? We've got a major data operation that goes through, curates all these dividends, and then we think that we've packaged it in the best online free resource out there, right? There are dividend products and databases you can pay for. There are very simple tables out there, but check out some of the cool stuff that you can do here, right? So on this dividend page on Benzinga, we can say, okay, we only want stocks that are going X dividend today, and filter it to just today. And then we can say, show me the ones that have the highest dividend yields. So check this out. Here's the list of stocks that I just came up with in literally about a second. And this is actually a default sort as well, of stocks that are going X dividend today. And look at this first one paying an 18% dividend yield. And you can scroll it all the way down and through. If you wanted to just look at stocks which have special dividends coming up, right? It's outside of their normal quarterly or monthly cadence. You can go here. You can select special. And then check this out. We have 3 stocks that are going to be paying a special dividend this week, right? And now I know, okay, here's 3 special dividends. I can buy the shares this week, hold on to them for a week, receive that special dividend. Well, let me go ahead. I'm going to clear this out. Now we're back to looking at everything. We can sort by when dividends are announced, right? So if you're doing some review at the end of the day today, you can go through and see, hey, which companies announced dividends today? It looks like yesterday we had one company announce a dividend, ticker BHLB, et cetera. If you want to see the biggest amounts of dividends, right? This company, Amen Properties, paying $7.50. And again, I'm not doing anything deep. All I'm doing is I'm literally just clicking around on the column headers, clicking the sorts. We do, in fact, have a search up here, right? So if you want to search Apple and see all the history of dividends that Apple has paid over time, that's it. Again, the idea is we want to make this the most powerful dividend tool out there on the market. And so I'm going to throw out a bounty to the chat, to Zinger Nation, to all of you hanging out with us in the chat today. Again, I'm putting the link in there one more time. Email powerhour@benzinga.com with something that we can do to make this page better. All you need to do is put in at least one thing that we can do to make this dividend page more powerful for you guys. If you send us that email, we'll look at everybody who emailed in tomorrow on the show, and we're going to pick a winner, right? Whoever participates, you've got a shot at getting your Benzinga Pro. We're told we can't give away more Benzinga Pros. But when it's this important, right, when it comes down to us building tools for you guys, and again, trying to make this the best dividend page out there, I'm breaking the rules. I'm throwing the Benzinga Pro handle out there. So again, guys, it's powerhour@benzinga.com. I'm putting that in the chat as well. one tip, one little thing that we can do to make this dividend page better. So, all right, there's that one. And then producer Rohan, we have somebody on the line.
We have someone on the line.
All right, so we're about to go to the phone lines. We've got another community member. He's going to bring us a new stock. Then we have our young investor. He's got a new stock for us as well. I've got 2 options trades to make, and we are going to be cooking, guys. So if you're just joining us, we've got a minimum of 4 ideas coming out in the next 15 minutes. Stay tuned. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And producer Rohan, let's hit the phone lines.
All right, on the line we have Investor Stallone.
Hey, how
Investor
we
Stallone.
doing? Is this Mr. Hot Stocks Luke?
This is Luke. What's up?
I only wanted to talk to the big man himself. All right, Mr. Hot Stocks, I got a very hot stock for you here.
Oh, baby.
The ticker is Mario Sicily Cappellini Italia, MSCI.
All right,
the
MSCI. Wait, and can you give us the letters again? I liked how you did it. I always just do like this phonetic NATO alphabet. You brought out the phonetic Italian alphabet, which I very much appreciate.
Yeah, again, that was Mario Sicily Cappellini and then Italia.
Yes, let's go. All right, I love that. All right, what? So tell us about the stock. Why is it interesting, etc.
So this is the iShares Italian ETF. This is an ETF comprised of a bunch of different Italian stocks, Italian companies. This is where my family hails from. This is where I come from, and this is something that's going to really boom as we see in the next year. And if you're not in this stock, then you got to be.
All right. So to recap. First of all, the Italian accent, very well done, but wasn't real. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. And then the stock itself, or the ticker itself, rather, is an ETF. It holds a basket of Italian stocks. And so basically the idea is, hey, this Italian market gets back to cruising. It's post-COVID. All these companies, or at least enough of them to move the ETF, are going to be winners. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Hot Stock.
All right, I like it. And anything else that you can share with us about Italian economy, where you see it headed, big industry there? I don't know a ton about it. I know that I went there about a year ago and it was amazing. But anything else that you can share with us about Italy?
And just like in here in the States and in Europe, they haven't been able to travel as much. So I expect to see a lot more traveling from Spain, Madrid into Paris and other parts of Italy, Paris and France. People will be traveling all over Europe. They're going to be hopping on planes, spending money left and right, passing euros, So it's something I expect to be growing here in the next couple of years.
There we go. All right, I like it. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned European travel to Italy. I would imagine that American travel to Italy is going to be off the charts as well. Like if I just take myself as an example, I wanted to go on a trip in 2020. That obviously didn't happen. I wanted to go in 2021. Borders are still closed. That's not going to happen. So whenever we get out of that, I'm going to be rip roaring to get over there. And I think I even have some pictures to show. Yes, I do. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find something good for us here.
Something worth noting is Italy actually has a lot of travel incentives out right now as well, so that might impact that.
Okay, that's great. There we go. All right, hold on. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Then we're gonna get back to stocks. All right.
Look at that stud. If you guys didn't hear him, that was Luke in Italy 2 years ago.
Yep, I'm ready to go. If I can't get back to the country physically, then maybe I can get there in the ETF. So all right, it's interesting, and again, I love the way that you did the letters for us. Brought back some fun memories, etc. And somebody saying, wasn't Italy worst hit by China flu, which I think is code for COVID? Yeah, it was one of the worst hit ones, but I think that's part of the thesis. But check this out. Here's a 2-year chart of the ETF right now. You can see, okay, it got all the way down to this 220 level from the COVID lows and is rip roared since then. So I appreciate you calling in and again throwing us another ticker we have not yet talked about on this show.
Yeah, well, and Mr. Hot Stocks, let me know if you want to take that trip here once Italy comes back off lockdown. Because I've got some family there where we can set you up with some good joints, some good pasta, some good pizza. It'll be a beautiful time.
All right, perfect. We're doing it together. All the Zinger Nation's going. Awesome, man. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one, Mr. Hot Stocks.
All right, take care. Thanks for calling in. Guys, I'm going to throw this one out to the crowd. If you guys like doing these calls, I love doing them, especially when we get ones where they're throwing us tickers, pitches, ideas. Throw the 1 in the chat, and we'll keep them going throughout the week. If not, throw us the 2. I'm also jotting down some tickers I see you guys chatting about. We'll get to those in a little bit. Ticker CCIV, I see. Tesla, so some Tesla chatter, so we'll hit that one. Any other tickers for us to look at? Let us know. Again, one if you like the user calls, 2 if you don't. And again, guys, hit that dividend page. Tell us how we make it better. And now I'm going to bring us a very special guest. He teased us in the chat. He said, hey, I have a new stock. Bring me back on to pitch my new stock idea. And I said, all right, to right now. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. So I'm adding him onto the stream. Our young investor. There we go. Round of applause. Back with us.
Hello.
Back at it again. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant.
Sound crystal clear.
Yeah. So do you want me to get right into it then?
No, not yet. We got to do a little bit of an intro, right? If anybody's new, that they haven't hung out on the show before, and guys, I see the tickers you're dropping in the chat, so I'll jot them down. But if you're new, you have not been a long time listener of the show. This is our young investor back at it again. He is 12 years old and smarter about the market than 99% of us out there, myself included. Maybe 99% is aggressive. We'll say 85%. He digs deep. He does research on stocks. He's given us several tickers. I've actually gotten into a couple of them and am up. The last one that he pitched us was created. Ticker, what is that? CRTD. Ticker CRTD. I'm flat in that one. I got in that one with you. Here's the live portfolio. We'll look at the live portfolio some more later today, but I got into that one. But all right, that's my intro. Anything to add to it? And if not, then you can go ahead and get into it.
Yep. So if you don't know me, I just actually turned 13 on Sunday.
13. Happy birthday, Sunday. Let's go. Happy birthday. All right. Keep going.
Yep. So I run a YouTube channel called Young Investor. On there, I talk about stock picks and we get guests on sometimes. I did a live stream yesterday and it was for about 1 hour. So on that live stream, I had Gally from the YouTube channel Hyperchange on with me. I've been on his channel before and I invited him on mine and he accepted. So basically, if you don't know who Gally is, he runs a YouTube channel called Hyperchange. He's been a testable for about 8 or 10 years now and his channel's got about 150,000 subs. And then I also talk about my own investment ideas, so make sure to go subscribe there. So
I have not been invited as a guest yet, just for clarity. So all right, keep going.
Yeah, so my new pick is App Harvest, ticker symbol APPH.
All right, hold on. Let me get the chart up here. All right, ticker APPH. Here's a 1-year chart. We'll start looking at that one. This thing has clearly been a wild ride. So get us started.
So App Harvest were originally a SPAC, and they recently went public a few months back. So App Harvest are basically in the industry of farming. They are going to be building these brand new farms. They're all climate controlled, and they are going to be able to get a new 30x yield. So for every acre of normal food produced at a farm, they can get 30x more food.
Wait, how? Wait, how? 30x, right? So you're telling me how?
Yes, it's through kind of this brand new technique called I'm going to really screw up this spelling, this pronunciation, but it's called App. I can't even say it. Okay, but basically the way it works is, basically App Harvest are able to, instead of putting chemicals in food, like a lot of these companies do in the supermarkets, for example, they put chemicals in the food to make it last even longer. App Harvest control the climate in these brand new indoor farms, which they're going to be building. they intend to build 12. They're going to have 12 farms when it's 2025, and they are going to be using 90% less water. And every water they do use is going to be recycled. They can control the climate, and what they do is they put a load of basically bees into these places to really help pollinate it all and able to get that higher yield per acre.
Okay, so they get the 30x in here. I have their website up on the screen again, guys. The company is App Harvest, but basically the way that they're getting 30 times more yield is because it's indoors, it's in a greenhouse, they can recycle the water, everything is controlled, etc. So then my question to you isn't it 30 times more expensive or something along those lines?
No. Because obviously they're using 90% less water, which is obviously making it a lot cheaper. And then they are controlling all the climate, which means they can grow the crop all year round. So right now they're just going to be focusing on tomatoes, and they've got a really experienced board. They've got Dave Lee, who's the president, and I think is the chairman. He used to work at Impossible Foods and was the CFO at Impossible Foods. They've also
That's
got
interesting.
Yeah, they've also got
great success story.
Yeah, they've also got Martha Stewart, who's the founder of Martha Stewart Living, on the board. She is pretty famous. She has over 3 million Twitter followers, and she's a great support of this company.
Okay, wait, we need to clarify this. Did you know who Martha Stewart was before you started researching this company?
No clue.
Okay, all right, there we go. Wait, we're doing a round of applause for that one. Okay, so basically, she's famous in the States, at least, for hosting like TV and cooking and kitchen type shows, you know?
Yeah.
She actually went to jail, I think, for like 2 or 3 years for insider trading on her own stock. It was Spencer Israel saying it was months too long, in my opinion. Just kidding. But okay. All right. So all right. I was curious if you had known her, but keep going. So you're talking about the CEOs from Impossible Foods. They have Martha Stewart on the board. Keep going.
Yep. So they were also, the President Dave Lee was on SPACs Attack, I think maybe a week back. I watched the whole interview, so shout out to the whole team at SPACs Attack.
Shout out Chris Catchy. And all right, there we go.
Yep. So I think this company is kind of overpriced. You've got quite a premium baked into it, just because it's kind of this brand new technique, which is going to be really transforming farming. So you do have quite a bit of a premium priced in. I brought the stock at $16 or $17, so it's near the bottom in kind of this mini correction which we've had. So I decided to take. Yes, I brought it around $16, $17 when the CEO was on SPACs Attack.
All right, so
a few days before that.
So if you guys don't listen to SPAC Attack, that's the show right before this one. You clearly are losing money because the stock is ripped since then.
Yeah. So I brought around near the bottom of this stock, so I'm quite pleased. I'm up about 35% in about a week or two of holding the stock. In 2025 they're projecting $435 million worth of sales for the company. I do think this might be a bit underappreciating what it could be, especially if they can really deliver and if all these new techniques work out for them. It could actually be higher than 30x. I think that also the company, along with this, their kind of marketing is food which is growing 30x more per yield. But it's also going to be pretty similar to organic food with no chemicals and no kind of pesticides in any of the products. So they obviously like to try and hold themselves to quite high standard. All workers in which are going to be building all their factories in all greenhouses in Kentucky, and Kentucky is also a very strategic location. 70% of the US population is in a 1 day's drive of Kentucky, and they're also going to be getting support from the local government there, as they really want to kind of get these companies into their state. So I do think this just shows how the management team is very calculating, and they are also trying to get their workers getting paid their kind of a quite higher wage, and so around the living wage. They are also going to be educating people in Kentucky. They give some money to charity as well. So they're trying to take all this kind of charity and into it all as well. So it's going to be kind of a high quality company with kind of high morals. And that's what I'm all about, investing in companies that are going to be making a positive impact on the world. So I think the stock right now is at around a maybe almost $2 billion valuation. I originally brought out kind of 1.6, so I would say that's a pretty good value, 1.6. So you might have a bit more of a premium baked into it. But I think in 10 years down the road, this stock could maybe have, I don't know, 30, 40 of these greenhouses across America or maybe in Kentucky. And I believe that could make the stock 5 or 6x till then. And I do have full faith in the management team, what they're doing. I like how the board is very experienced. And I also like how they're really transforming an old sector, which isn't very sexy, but they also had a shout out. This can be a trade as well if you're into this.
Wait, all right. I have follow-up questions, but you want to go on to the next one?
Yeah, so I'll just quickly follow off.
All right, hit it.
It was featured on Jim Cramer. So Jim Cramer was talking about SPACs which had real chances, we're going to have real revenue. And he said to App Harvest, we will give you an open invitation live on Mad Money. We would like you to come on Mad Money for an interview. And they obviously retweeted that and said that way we'd love to come on. So I'm pretty sure that's in the works. So if there was a date announced for a Mad Money interview, that could also pump the stock higher.
Okay, and so they have not been on Mad Money yet, but you're saying that Jim Cramer said, hey, open invitation whenever you want to come on, you're good for it.
Yep, he said, now that's an open invitation for you. And then App Harvest retweeted that and said that they would love to come on, and they said our teams are in contact.
Okay, all right, okay, so that's great, especially in a smaller market cap stock like this. What did you say it was? 1 billion?
Yeah, we're almost 2 billion.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, the Mad Money bump is absolutely a real thing. So it's interesting. And another fact you taught us is that 70% of the U.S. lives within 1 hour drive of Kentucky.
1 day drive. Of
a
Kentucky.
1 day drive. Okay. All right. That makes more sense. An hour that surprised me. 1 day I can see it. So there's Kentucky on the map, guys. All right. And like, how established are they? Are they generating revenue? Do they have the greenhouses set up already? Is this something that they're planning to do in the future? What does that look like?
Yeah, so they're just finishing up their main facility right now, which is in Kentucky, obviously. So this year, while they're in the next 5 years until 2025, they're going to be really doing that ramp up, building those brand new greenhouses across Kentucky. So this year, they're expecting $25 million in revenue, and that'll be scaling up all the way to around $435 million by the year 2025. Do take those projections as a grain of salt. There's obviously so obviously it's a SPAC presentation, so they can be really inaccurate. I mean, I've been in lots of SPACs before.
Yeah, shout out Lucid Motors. Just kidding, I didn't say that. They're gonna murder me.
No, honestly, Lucid Motors is a different story. But I do think there's some SPACs out there with some really ridiculous revenue projections. So I would take it all with a grain of salt and really look into these companies and figure out how much they can produce per greenhouse.
Okay, all right, there we go. I like it. And valuation you're not worried about, because even if they get to 400 million by 2025, which is a long ways away, and like you said, is ambitious, that's still 5 times sales for where it's trading at now. Mm-hmm. So valuation concerns, yes or no? Yeah.
So this is good. You're not buying in at an AT&T kind of price right now. It is quite a steep premium to what the company is right now. I do think that they are still in 5 years. They're going to be in a rapidly growing industry. The world needs 50% more food by the year 2025. So they are still going to be rapidly growing in 2025. So I would expect, while a company's still in hyper growth mode, there is usually a premium priced into that. I saw a quote the other day from somebody I know who said, "If people aren't saying a stock's overvalued, I don't usually look into it." So I think that's a reference, obviously, growth stocks right there. But I do think this stock, 2025, hyper growth, you're still going to have this premium priced in, as people still want to see where they're going to be in 2030. So also that's 5 years in 2025. As people have kind of that 5 year view these days. Well, they say they have a 5 year view. Sometimes they might be looking for that mad money pump. But I do think that all of it together, 2025, this stock will be substantially higher than it is now. And 2030, I think this could be an $80, $100 stock if that team does deliver and that management team does execute on what they've said.
Thanks. All right, so shout out to Mad Money, right? If there was no Mad Money, there probably would be no Benzinga soundboard. Did I borrow the idea? Yes, I may have. Okay, well we'll just get that out there in the open now. So for better or for worse, I think it's a pretty divided crowd on that one. But all right, guys, we're throwing this one out to the chat. If you guys either love the stock pick, again, that's ticker APPH. You have it in the bottom left corner of your screen right there. Or you love our young investor, throw the 1 in there. So it's a little bit different. If you don't like the stock, throw in the 2. Let's see where everybody's at. It's definitely an interesting one. Again, we were looking at the company's website just a minute ago. I'll pull that back up. You can get a sense as to here's what their indoor greenhouses look like. Kentucky's within a 1-day drive of 70% of the U.S. population. And then last question for you. What did you do to celebrate your birthday this weekend?
So what presents did I get?
What presents? Did you do a special activity? Oh, you're in England. You're still so locked down.
Oh, yeah. So we're kind of coming out of a lockdown a bit right now. So I've been back at school for about 2 weeks now, and you have to get tested twice a week right now. So on Sunday, I basically got, so what I'm recording on now, so if you remember, I used to record on my phone. I'm right now on my brand new Apple Mac. So I'm recording on that, and I got a microphone, which is right here. So that should hopefully be improving my sound quality for you guys. So that's really what I got on that end. And then I got some money and some other little presents from friends and family.
There we go. All right. That's a good birthday. Enjoy it while you can. Per my math, you have about 6 more years while you still get birthday presents. I know it seems crazy having a birthday, not getting presents. It was a rude awakening for me. But all right, man, that's awesome. I love the stock pick. I love that you're now 13, officially a teenager, and still coming on and hanging out with us, especially, when you just say in the chat, you say, I've got a new stock. We're like, let's do it. This is the Trade Idea Show, so let's get it going.
That's what I love about you guys. You just had all your callers in right then. And it's all about the community here at Benzinga. I haven't seen Mad Money or any other show put out those phone numbers and just invite anyone onto the show. And that's what I really love about what you and Benzinga do. I don't know how many likes you're on right now, but last time I checked, it's 44 likes. And
It's pretty bad, right?
And it is. I think you deserve way more likes and way more views.
I do too.
This is basically, in the sense of business news station. They've got a whole team behind the scenes. They've got a producer. They've got everything. And honestly, 74,000 subs. This is at least a 500,000 sub channel, in my opinion. I mean, there's YouTubers with 2 videos a week who've got 150,000. This has 6 shows a day. They hire 4 people to go full time on this. So I think everyone should just smash that like for Benzinga and share it with anyone who's interested in the stock market.
Yes. All right. Editors out there watching, producer Rohan, we need to take that clip. All right, well, we will put up the clip of the APPH pitch as well, but I love that. Young investor, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us again. We're going to get the links to the YouTube channel and to your Twitter there in the chat. I love it, man, and thanks for having fun.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
There we go. All right, guys. So there we have it. Keeping the ideas flowing, keeping it going on Tuesday. And I love all these amazing comments out here. I mean, we're getting some serious love today. So thank you guys for making us able to do what we get to do every day. Again, to be able to work on these dividend pages. If you're just joining us, I'm going to put that one in the chat again and say, email us powerhour@benzinga.com with how we can make this page better. Because I mean, all this stuff we do, right? Especially all this video programming, we don't get paid for any of it. We're doing it because we love it. So we want to build the community. We want to grow with you guys. So I appreciate you coming, hanging out, riding out with us every single day. So all right, if you're just joining us, you're just tuning in, or you're distracted, you're taking in all the ideas, all the calls, and you want a sense as to what we have going on today. We've got a couple things. I got 2 options trades I'm going to update you guys on now. We have our chat challenge where Zinger Nation, that's all of you out there in the chat, are trying to pick the best and worst performing stocks of the week. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do that. And we're just going to keep rolling from there. I jotted down some tickers from the chat that we're going to talk about today. So we've got ticker FTCV. That's a new eToro SPAC deal. We'll talk about that. I know eToro pretty well. So we can dig into the business there. CCIV, somebody threw in Lucid, Tesla, ALPP, and DKS. Those are a handful of the many I've got jotted down on the notepad here. And I want to look at TAT cigarettes too. That Tony from Toledo pitched us a little while ago. So let's get an update on that one going as well. But all right, without further ado, let's talk options. Let's talk a couple of trades. So let's start it off with let's do Visa, ticker V. We used this one last week when we were doing a lesson on covered calls, and basically the point that we were talking about is how you can use covered calls to basically create your own dividend. So if you look at my screen up here, I have this is the live brokerage account, right? My actual holdings. These are all the stocks that I own right now. You see a couple of these ETFs down here. We talked about the ETFs yesterday. Today, we are going to be talking about the covered call strategy, Visa, why we like covered calls, how you can essentially use them to create your own dividends. So let's just dive straight into it. Okay. And the recap. All right. V, ticker V. Look at it's like the only ticker I can make with my fingers. It's not like a gang sign thing. I guess it sort of could be Visa gang hanging out. But all right, ticker V. We own shares of Visa. Okay. That's a stock that we have. We have it in the portfolio, right? It's one of those stocks that's when I talk about I'm rotating my portfolio to some more of these higher quality stocks. Check it out. Here it is. We're up 60% on the trade. We've had it for a long while. Is that better than the S&P or worse? I don't know. Because again, we've held the stock for a while. But Visa, we own the common stock, the shares outright, sitting there hanging out in the portfolio. And guys, smash that like button, share the stream. Let's get the crowd going. We're still a sort of a small crowd today. But all right, there's ticker V, Visa. What we did last week is we sold calls on Visa. Okay, you can see it right here. I'll zoom us in so you can see exactly what we sold. So we sold the April 16th. So this is options that were expiring about a month away. 240 strike calls. Okay. So again, we own the stock. We sold the calls that are expiring April 16th at the $240 strike. We sold those calls. Let's see if we can get an average price. We sold those calls for $2.73. Okay. So for every contract that we sold, we collected $2.73 times 100, because remember, options represent 100 shares of stock. So we collected $273 brought into the account for each option contract that we sold. Okay, we own 200 shares of Visa we talked about. So we sold 2 calls against the stock. So we collected $2.73 times 2. So that's about $550 that we collected right away. Yep, look at that. I don't know if you can see the calculator or not, but $546 is what we got when we sold the calls against Visa. The risk that we took on, okay, the risk that we took on is that if shares of Visa rise significantly from where they're currently trading at, we'll give up. We'll have to sell our shares for $240. Okay. So let's say the stock was trading at $222 at the time. It was somewhere around there. We sold the 240 strike calls. So if shares of Visa rose to, let's say, 245, 250, we're selling the stock that we own for $240. That's the risk that we're taking on. It's not a crazy risk, and especially when it's in a stock that I'm not buying Visa because I want it to double next week, right? Nobody's buying Visa because they want it to double next week, or at least I hope to God you're not, because you're going to lose. And so the only risk that we're taking on is that we might have to sell the stock within the next month at a higher price than what it's trading for right now. It's about 10% higher or so. And in order to take on that risk of having to potentially sell those shares higher at some point in the future, we collected $550. Okay. And you can see this is the unrealized profit column right here, this 57%. We've already earned 57% of everything that we can earn out of this trade, because the market is saying, hey, as we're progressing further and further and further, it doesn't seem likely that Visa is going to get above $240 by April 16th. So again, to recap, we own the stock. We sell the calls about a month out against the stock. Okay, we get paid right away when we sell those calls. The risk that we take on is that we might have to sell our common stock, this V gang up here that we have, at a higher price than what it's trading for right now. And that's exactly how you can essentially create your own dividend on owning a stock, right? So we made $550 when we did this 1 month out. We can do this every single month and collect that $550 every single month. And again, the only risk that we're taking on is that we might have to sell our shares at some higher price at some point within the next month. And so, you know, if we're collecting those $550 every month, we do it for 12 months, there's $6,600 a month that we get for either just owning Visa or, again, agreeing to sell the shares of Visa for some higher price at some point in the future. Guys, if you have questions or you want me to go through it again, drop the question in the chat. Bill Big D saying that his girlfriend sells Visa covered calls almost bi-weekly. Yeah, see, I'm just not as active as I should be. But yeah, I agree with Bill here saying, yeah, it's definitely a strategy that you can employ. Again, in this scenario, it's looking like, you know, we're already 57% of the way there. We're just going to take that $550. We're going to do it again next month and keep going and keep going and keep going. All right. So there's one trade update. I'm going to leave this covered call position on. Again, we've already earned 57% of what we can earn. Once we get to the point of we can earn, you know, maybe 75, 80% of what we can earn, then we'll go ahead. We'll do it again for the next month. And we're just going to keep on this Visa covered call example, you know, for quite a while, right? I mean, let's do it all year, all 2021. We're just going to sell covered calls against Visa every single month. If I forget, call me out. I'm going to write it down on my notepad so I won't forget. But again, that's what Zinger Nation is all about, right? We're the community. You'll call me out on it if I do forget. And so we'll just keep it going and just keep that example. We'll see how much money we generate by selling those covered calls. Again, essentially keeping our dividend there. So, all right. And somebody in the chat, Jason Douglas, is saying that the V gang is a code for something else. I don't know about that. But all right, I promised not one, but two options trade updates. So let's get into number 2. Drum roll. There it is. But first, I want to check this like count. Only 173. I mean, it's getting up there. It's still not great. We only have 550 people today. We're usually about 1,000 at this time. So I don't know what's going on. If people are bored of the stock market, they're going back to work or what. But guys, share the stream, like the stream. Let's keep the ideas flowing. Let's do this next trade idea. Again, these are all the positions we have on. It's a lot of positions. Where is this next one here? There it is. All right. Fubo, ticker FUBO, Fubo TV. That's the next stock that we're going to be making a trade on. Column headers, I'll read them off to you. So here's last trade, day move, unrealized average price. Okay, so those are the columns. Again, if we're going in order, we've got the security, then we have the last trade, day percent change, unrealized percent, average price. Okay, so Fubo. I'm going to talk you guys through that one. And somebody's saying, can you do another covered call example with Apple? Yes, I'm writing it down. Let's do it tomorrow though. Maybe we'll do it today. I still have tickers out of the chat I want to get to, but then tune in tomorrow. We'll do another covered call example on Apple. But all right, let's talk about this Fubo trade. So we just did an example about selling covered calls. Now we're going to do an example about selling puts. Okay, a little bit different. So Fubo, ticker FUBO. About 2 weeks ago, whatever day that Kathy Wood interview was, I think it was. Maybe two weeks ago from yesterday, 2 weeks ago from today, somewhere around there, we went long Fubo by selling puts on the stock. So I'm going to say that again. We went long Fubo by selling puts against the stock. And what I mean by that is we, just like you can buy and sell a stock, we sold puts. When we sell the puts, it makes us synthetically long. Here's what happens when you sell a put. Our average price here is $1.69. Okay. So when we sold a put, and we're going to use one contract as the example, when we sold that contract in Fubo, we got paid $169 instantly. That was credited to the account. Here's the risk that we're taking on, right? Whenever you're selling options, we just selling calls. Now we're doing selling puts. Whenever you sell an option, you're taking on some sort of risk. And yeah, you guys are killing it with all these awesome, amazing comments in the chat today. I love it. But all right. So here's the risk that we're taking on when we sold that Fubo covered call. You see that's a $29 strike price. We're agreeing that sometime between now and March 26th, which is, let's see, it's about 10 days exactly from today, sometime between now and March 26th, we will buy Fubo for $29 a share if the price drops below it. So I'm going to say that again. We got paid $169 as soon as we sold that put. And the risk that we're taking on is we're saying we agree to buy shares of Fubo for $29 per share sometime between now and March 26th. Okay. This trade works for us if Fubo stays above 29 bucks. As long as it stays above 29 bucks, we take our $1.69. We leave it in the account. We got paid. Great. Now let's take that 169 bucks. Let's roll it on to the next thing. If the way that the trade works against us is that if Fubo drops to $20, we still have to buy shares for 29 bucks, right? So we're down $9 a share. So the loss that you can endure is significant, and you got to buy 100 shares at $29. I only use this strategy, and I use this strategy all the time. Anybody who's been watching this show for a while knows that I sell a ton of puts. I've actually made more money. So get this, my entire portfolio is up about 20% or so year to date. I've made more money selling puts than anything else, any of the stock picks, etc. All right. So I only do this strategy when it's a stock that I'm okay owning for the long term. And Fubo is one of the stocks. The way that I think about it is either, I'm going to get paid my 169 bucks, move on, make the next trade, or I'm going to get paid 169 bucks to buy shares of Fubo at 29. When we made this trade, it was trading at 33. So I'm getting paid 169 bucks to buy shares for lower than it's currently trading at today. Okay, so again, I only use a strategy when it's a stock that I want to hold for the long term. But why am I bringing it up today? We already made the trade last week. The reason why I'm bringing it up today is because I want to close it out. As we've talked about on this show for the past several days, I'm in more of a risk off mode. Okay, I have a long portfolio, right? If we scroll down and we look at this cash position here at the bottom. Check this out. I'm actually more than 100% long right now. Look at this. I've got a margin balance on the account, and so because I'm in more of this risk off mode, we had some of those wild weeks 2 weeks ago. Granted, the market's been straight up since then. I couldn't stomach it. Right, I was waking up and having losses in my account that were distracting for me. Is affecting me emotionally, etc. And so because of that, I want to move more risk off. And so this is one of those trades where if you see, here's our unrealized column there, right? You see, we already made 62% of everything that we can make on this trade. Again, we did it in 2 weeks. That's great. It's pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, there we go. DT saying I started selling puts because of watching Luke Jacobi. I love the strategy and only made money so far. There we go. All right. Because I want to de-risk, I want to take some chips off the table, especially in more volatile stocks. Again, I really like this company long-term. The stock short-term is volatile. I will be looking to establish a long position at some point in the near future. But again, because I want to de-risk right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this trade out. So I'm going to show you how to close a short put position, but before we reach expiration. So let's stay logged in. All right, let's pull up Fubo. Maybe. Let's try the classic refresh. If not, we're not going to be able to do it, and we're just going to have to talk about it. But I always like to do it. There it is. All right, so here's Fubo. Let me zoom out a little bit and get some bearings. Where's our open position on here? Oh, come on now. Something is not loading. Let's try to refresh again. There we go. It looks like we have some more data now. Does it have our position on here? It doesn't. So we're going to have to do this ourselves. So, all right. Let's look at the option chain. Let's find this contract that we have now. So we've got the March 26th, $29 strike puts. So we're going to go in the option chain to March 26th. We're going to look at the 29 strike puts. So here's the option chain, March 26th, 10 days from now, $29 strike puts. And I'll zoom in for everybody. There we go. All right. So here it is. All right. So this is the contract that we're short, right? We sold these puts again. We got credited money into the account when we sold the puts. Now, basically, to close the trade out, we want to buy the puts back. That's the action that we're going through. So we opened the trade, we sold puts, we got $169 per contract. The risk that we took on is we agreed to buy Fubo for $29 at some point in the future. You know, the stock is staying above that. Let's get a last price on the ticker here. Last price, $33. And so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to close this trade out by buying these puts back. So let's click on this here. It defaults to the sell order because we're always selling puts. But in this case, we're actually buying puts. So quantity 5, that's how many contracts we sold initially. Limit price 71 cents. And I'm about to hit submit buy order. So again, just to summarize, we are short these puts. The quantity in our portfolio is -5. In order to close the trade out, I wonder what happens if I just click through on this. It might just give us a nice close button too. Maybe not. That's sort of wacky. There we go. Okay, there we go. Close. So that way they'll be attached. Okay, close. All right, this is not working for us. There we go. So we're short the puts. We want to buy them back. Yeah, it's not giving us anything else. All right, so we're going to buy them back. 5 contracts. Limit order. There we go. Submit buy order. Go. All right. Let's try it in the other account. The other tab. All right. So oh, Jesus. There it is. All right. Accept. There we go. All right, and we are now filled. All right, so there we have it. Okay, we made it work. Okay, so again, we went long Fubo by selling puts, and let's just go through the math on it. Right, we sold the puts for $1.69, 1.69 today because we wanted to de-risk our portfolio. We bought those puts back. We bought them back to close the trade, zeroed out, -5 plus 5 0 for 71 cents. So I'm gonna go minus 0.71. So there you go. You got a spread of 98 cents. We made 98 cents a share there. We did it on 5 contracts, which represents 500 shares. So there you go. We made $490 on the trade. 2 weeks. We'll take it. Again, the risk that we were taking on is that we'd have to buy Fubo for some lower price than what it was trading at when we put the trade on. We made 62% of everything that we can make on the trade. I'm in this de-risk mode, so I went ahead, bought the shares back, closed out the trade, and there we have it. All right. How does that sound? Good? Bad? Yes? No? Maybe so? All right. There's a question, guys. Let's keep the option train rolling tomorrow. I know that we get tons of options. All right. I'm gonna up the ante for Zinger Nation. Okay. We're gonna do another live trade tomorrow. We'll do another live option trade. I don't know what stock yet. And we'll either do a covered call, so we'll do another covered call example, or we'll do a put selling example. And again, we'll talk through the thinking, how we pick the stock, how we pick the strike, how we pick the expiration, etc. If you guys would rather see the covered call example, hit the 1 in the chat. If you'd rather see the put selling example, put the 2 in the chat. We're gonna do 1 tomorrow. And I'm leaving my fate in your guys' hands. If Jason can come on here and buy $250,000 of stocks from the chat, I can leave whether or not which option I'm going to make. Again, it's 1 if you want the covered call, 2 if you want the put selling example. And then let's zoom it in here. Let's do a quick YouTube health check on the stream. All right, we hit the 200 likes. Okay, it's a big psychological level. Maybe a breakout to 1,000. We'll see. We don't have 1,000 people in here yet, but we'll see where it goes. All right, and let's look at all these 1s and 2s. All right, definitely a little bit of a mixed bag. I'm gonna say more 1s than 2. We've got a couple greedy people in here. Refined Warrior, Tony from Toledo, Tony Tsunami. We got back-to-back Tonys saying 1 and 2. We're gonna do 1 of the 2, not 1 and 2. But all right, the 1s went out. Tomorrow, tune in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. But tomorrow, we are doing the covered call example live on this show. Again, I don't know what stock yet. We'll do some research together. We'll figure it all out together, and then we'll make it happen. And I see Mr. Raznick has joined us. What's up? Happy Tuesday.
I didn't know if you were having a show today.
I know.
That's why I didn't come on. I didn't know. So you are doing a show.
I am doing a show.
Okay. All right.
Back at it.
Yep. Is Internet Enforcers here today?
I have not seen Internet Enforcers. We had our young investor here, though. He gave us a new stock.
Which stock? I'm gonna guess.
APPH.
H. Wow.
I believe APPH. Is that right?
Wow. Wait, dude. Voyager's up another $2. Up at 21 now. Wow. How many APPS? I think it's APPS. I thought.
I mean, if people have no excuse for not getting into that Voyager trade.
I mean, do you realize we had Steve Ehrlich, the CEO of Voyager, on at 60 cents. Okay, so if you take a calculator, I got a calculator here. Okay, 60 cents.
Wait, I can make this easier for you, Jason.
Why?
Because I made the trade. Let me share my screen here. I've never had this kind of an unrealized gain percent in my portfolio. 3,884 cents. If you were in it from 60.
No, 3,084%, not cents.
Yeah, percent. Oh, did I say cents? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I talk fast.
Yeah.
I've never had a percent gain in that. And look at this. We got Tony from Toledo saying he's still in Voyager from 80. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Run the air horns. And I've posted about this stock on Twitter so many times.
All right. So there's a realistic scenario where if you would have bought it at 60 or 80 cents, you bought $10,000 worth, it's at 262,000 right now.
QM, quick $250,000. One stock.
Yep. And look, you know what sucks for me is that because I have that other position that's pretty large in it, in that E-Trade account where I had 3,000 shares.
Yep.
I went down to 600 shares. So it would be so nice just to see, another 2,400 shares times that would be 40,000, 50. Yeah, it'd be like 60,000. But it is what it is. I still have the other position. I don't know why they don't listen to us all the time. Now they can call me out because look, I went long travel. I did $250,000 in buying in 10 minutes. Today's the first day that I sold some of those gains. So I sold some of the gains just to keep it. And then I did buy some more. I mean, the Jets was up 5%, but I did sell like Trivago was up 25%. So I took half off. I took half off at the end of the day yesterday. It's down 10% today, but we're still up 11%. So I had, 15,000. Now I have 7,000. Delta, I didn't take anything off. Mesa, I don't know if I did anything there. I sold one of my Tesla calls today. LUV, GOL's up 5%. I sold a little bit of that. I bought more Leslie today. I don't know if that's going to be done, but I bought more LESL.
I like that one.
Okay.
LESL. They were talking about it on pre-market prep too. I don't know what exactly the context was, but it came up.
Interesting. I bought your GM. You told me to buy. I own a decent amount of GM. I bought a lot of GM. Wow. I got hopefully that one goes up tomorrow. I own a lot of GM. I didn't even realize. Okay. Leslie calls are still up. IHG, we're up 2%. So I'm kind of hanging in there in some of these things. Like, I don't know, some of these things I've sold out, like Hall of Fame, HOFV is up, 4% since we bought it the day he was on. KPMH was up a lot to 13.5, which is nice. So I know Luke said he's like risk averse right now and selling off a little bit. I'm still in VISL, it's up. One of my biggest gainers today is Roblox, RBLX. I know I got a lot of shit for that. And then my other big gainer today is Upwork.
Wait, how has Roblox been doing? We haven't looked at that.
We're at 76. I don't know. You probably don't have access to Benzinga Pro. But
probably not. Let's see. RBLX. Let's throw it up on the screen here. Zoom my eyes in. Okay, there we go. All right, here's a 5-day chart. It debuted what day last week? Thursday, maybe somewhere around there. Stock's hanging out. Okay.
Luke, what do you
holding up?
What do you have for lunch?
For lunch, I had a lean cuisine. Chicken and noodles. It was pretty damn good.
So we shouldn't order Wingstop. I need to get that up. That's about 1.6%. I need some more Wingstop up,
You didn't get the Drake catalyst, it doesn't look like.
We got a little.
When the Drake song came out, that would move it.
Got a little bit of it. What's everyone doing out there? It's quiet, Luke. I see you got 575 people here.
I know. That's what I've been saying. And today we probably got nicer comments from the community than any other day. Today's like community day on the Power Hour. We took 2 user calls. Young investor chatted in. They had a new stock pick, and we brought him on the show, and he pitched it. We just been hammering tickers. We've gotten probably more positive comments than any other day, but nobody's here.
I like the derivative plays. I own OSW. I don't own Carnival. I own OSW. That's how I play these things. You guys want me to mess with Luke for a second? Watch this. You guys, I'm going to mess with Luke. Just Luke, don't leave yet. I'm going to mess with you. I just got to figure out because I redid my phone. I'm going to mess with Luke. Get ready, guys. He has no control over what I'm about to do to him unless I can't find the freaking app. Oh, Lord. There it is.
All right. Well, Jason.
I found it. Don't. Yep. Go ahead. Well, Jason's what were you going to say?
While Jason's pulling that up, let's talk about eToro, ticker FTCV.
You see that?
Yeah.
$1 million.
I can control Luke's soundboard from my iPhone. How do you guys like that?
That's pretty terrible.
No, it's not fake news. You're wrong. I can literally control that from my iPhone, dummy.
All the time? Like, how do I disconnect it?
I don't know.
We need a mechanism to disconnect it.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay, so we can both do it at the same time. That's what we just learned.
Why?
And those two are pretty good together.
Wait, what'd you just do?
I did dun dun dun, and you did.
Yeah, I know what I did.
Cue it again.
Wait, well, I'll do a different one. This one.
All right.
Go.
Shit.
Go.
Shit.
Yeah. See, I'm hacking you right now.
All right, I got hacked pretty bad.
Yeah. You know. Okay. What were you gonna say? Oh, eToro.
I was going to talk about eToro, ticker FTCV, Foxtrot Tango Charlie Victor. Wait, that one was pretty good.
I'm hungry, Luke. I'm hungry. Well, I'm gonna get this number to 600 because I'm here, and I'm gonna tell them some revealing stuff very soon. That stuff's gonna move in the market. I'm about to break some news. Okay, Luke.
All right, if you get to 600,
I will get.
Then you can eat. How about that?
I will get them to 600, Luke. But maybe we should break the show up. Like maybe we should stop the show halfway through and break it up.
Yeah, and then start it back up in half an hour.
Yeah, do you guys want us to do that instead? Should we stop the show now and break it up? Luke, what's the symbol on that?
On eToro?
Yeah.
FTCV. Just threw it in the bottom left corner of the screen. Shut up, producer AB or Rohan. Right. Somebody put it there.
Luke, I invested in a fund, and I have it written right at a $39 million valuation for eToro. It's now at a $10 or $13 billion. Okay. I'm still on MGNI. If you guys want me to stop the stream when we start it up again in like 20 minutes, press 1. If you want me to keep the stream going, press 2. I switched the numbers on them. So like, because I think it favors the ones. So stop, press 1, and we restart in like 20 minutes, or press 2 to keep it going. Okay. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying, Luke. eToro. I mean, honestly, you could have retired if you put 30,000 into Voyager. That 30,000 is 3 million.
Yep.
You know, why do you want me to look into Drio? What's Drio, Luke? They want me to keep the stream going. Jeez. What's Drio, Luke? DRI. I don't even know. DR. You guys want to meet us in Vegas? DR. Look, DRIO. Will you pull it up, Luke, for me, please?
Yep, I got you. Dario Health, it looks like. DRIO.
Oh, Luke, they're saying cut the stream. Oh, that's you fofo.
All right, you pranked me. Now I got one on you.
We got to talk about quadruple. So what's this Dario Health? We can talk about quadruple. What's SPY going to do? Okay. There's a lot of questions we have going here. Why are you too broke? Come on, let's make you guys some money. And if Manny, Vegas, VEGAS, not Vegas. Come on. All right. I'm out of Tiger Brokers. I probably should be back in. So I don't know what this Dario Health does. No one's telling me, but that's it. And another stock I own, Luke, that I think you should buy.
All right, give it to me.
I'll give it to you. STKS.
STKS.
I'm up 57% on it. 57%. Like, there's certain stocks I have high conviction on. This is one of them.
All right, what is it?
I put in 22K in this one, and we're up 52%. So STKS. We're gonna do a Vegas trip, and we're gonna go to STKS for dinner. If you believe that people are coming back and to spend money, you gotta own some STKS.
Okay, so this is like Kona Grill, basically, right?
No, it's like Kona Grill on steroids.
Okay.
Dancing, singing. I mean, I had the Dallas Cowboys trip. We went on a Vegas trip, Luke. I don't know if I told you this. Oh, we hit 600. I can order food. We hit 600. I told you, Luke. I got they own Kona Grill. I didn't even know that. Okay, so I have faith in Zinger Nation that they'll support me when I really need them. And today was a day I really needed them. So because I couldn't order food without it. So what is that app I use? Okay, so I'll tell you a story. My cousin.
Wait, which app you use is important. It's either Uber Eats or DoorDash. Which one?
I'm using DoorDash because I got a $200
All right,
gift card.
DOOR. One more user.
Is that the symbol?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's
no,
Dash.
it's
That's
not. It's
Dash.
Dash. I did it backwards. Dash.
Yeah.
DASH DOOR.
But you know what the best thing about this is, Luke?
Symbol.
You know what the
Masonite
best thing about this is? When I pull up the restaurant I ordered from last, it'll say your order, I think, like what I did last time.
Okay, so that's nice.
But then these guys, I got 50 wings last time and they were all gone. I mean, I don't know who. There's no one even in the office.
Yeah, I got 0.
I got 0. Yeah, I mean, I got 0. I didn't have 0, but I had more than 0. So I should order more than, I guess.
You had more than 0, less than 50.
What? Someone was talking in the background. I don't know what they're saying. Did you hear that?
Andrew Weiss is saying we have Buddy's Pizza here.
Oh, there is.
Shout out Buddy's, Detroit favorite.
Wait, there's Buddy's Pizza here today? Is it all gone? Does anyone know if the Buddy's Pizza is gone?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Of course it's gone. The Buddy's Pizza is gone. No one even.
Yeah,
you know.
I got, once again, 0.
Luke, should I order?
The guy that works the hardest,
Luke,
he gets no pizza.
I know. No one even brings it to you. Why do people love NSPR so much? I mean, the amount of people that love it, then like the stock should be. Okay, Luke.
Wait, Jason. Wait.
Before you go, should I order 70? I saw Luke. Should I order 75? Should I order 75 or 50, Luke?
75. Well, they're not going to go to waste. You can either bring them home.
But then, no, I'm not bringing them home. Okay,
leave them here.
But then it's like, who's gonna get them? Put them in the fridge and stuff,
Okay, we'll figure that out.
Sure?
I'll get a soft commit. Andrew, will you help me put the wings in the fridge if we have leftovers? I got a yes.
You did?
Yep.
You will not eat them all. I guarantee.
I'll eat them all.
What's mango habanero? So I'm gonna get some of that. This guy's better. Okay. All right. So let's get back to this. Let's get back to what's important here.
All right. I'm gonna leave it to you, Jason.
Okay. It's okay. That's fine.
I'm about to go work.
Yeah.
My top secret logo project.
I got stuff. I got stuff to talk to the team about. So
all right.
Zinger
Talk
Nation.
to the team. Peace out, Zinger Nation. Happy trading.
Do you guys realize we're a team? Zinger Nation. No, Luke, get the heck out. Enough.
I'm leaving.
You don't want to turn your camera off. Finally, we got rid of that guy. God. Sometimes so frustrating. He won't go away. He's just like, I'm going to talk forever. STKS about STKS. That is, we're going to do a Vegas trip, and I'm going to take you guys all to STK. It's where there's music, food. It's a fun atmosphere with people coming to travel again. I think it's one that you guys should look at. That's what it's about. Is that fair? I think so. Why not? So 30, 40. The problem is I got to do math. 52, 62, 66, 74. I guess I'll have to do. There we go. I got it, guys. I got it. Okay. All right. So, all right. Where'd the Benzinga name come from? Okay. DC7. Do you want me to change the Benzinga name right now? Tell me what you want. Do you want the name changed? Your call. DC7, tell us if you want the name changed. Your call. I'm waiting to hear from you, DC7. If he says yes, we're going to change the name. Waiting for that guy. He's slow. He's a really slow typer, that guy. Wow. Can't believe how slow that guy is at typing. We're still waiting for you, DC7. Did he already type? All right, he didn't type. Okay. All right, so we'll keep the name. We'll keep the name because DC, he got shy for being called out. But he said no. Okay. So, well, my wife sometimes thinks we should change the name. So that's why I asked the name. I used to go to a speech tutor. I was one of those kids that had problem reading. So I reading, writing, talking, the whole thing. And now I just won't shut up. And so my grandfather and I, he would take me to a speech tutor. And when we went to the speech tutor, we'd make up words. And one of the words sounded like Benzinga, sounded just like Benzinga. And so that is sort of the history on Benzinga. Is that a good answer? I don't know, but that's how it came about. No, I was just a little slower. Like they told my parents, Miss Kent told my parents that I would never be able to read. That wasn't nice. She said, I don't think your son is ever going to be able to read. That's what she told him. And so I gave a TEDx talk about it. I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but I definitely gave a TEDx talk about it. I'm almost done, guys. I just had to order the thing. Okay, now I'm done. All right, I want to show you guys something. Hold on. There we go. We'll talk SPACs in a second. Here, okay, so we'll talk SPACs in 1 sec. 1 second. My GPA in high school. So I went from elementary school. They said I'd never be able to read. My GPA in high school is a 3.714. I got on the University of Michigan, and then I got into the Ross School of Business. I had to work a lot harder than others. Maybe that's, when people say no, that's when I really get going in my mind. But hold on 1 sec. I'm going to help you. I'm going to show you guys something in 1 sec. Hold on. I could use some music, but it's all right. Rohan went to sleep. Yeah, this is some really good lighting they got here. Jesus. All right. How do I put this video on? Let's figure this out. Share my screen. All right, here we go. Video file. How do I do that? A file. It's not a file. It's all right. Hold on. I'll do it this way, guys. Oh, I thought Rohan was coming over, but he's not. He tricked me.
Grew up in a city called West Bloomfield, Michigan. There was a standard trajectory where you go to school, get good grades, maybe go to grad school, get a job, then get another job. And that's your life. My trajectory, right there, Mrs. Kent, who actually probably motivated me to do this, but Mrs. Kent said this is where he should end up. But here's what happens, in my opinion, in my life. You have two choices you can make. You could go the easier way out, or you could say, the heck with that. I'm going to figure out a way, and I'm going to execute. I'm going to figure out a way to say the heck with that. I'm going to turn those no's into yeses. I don't
know if you guys caught it, or are you guys able to hear any of that? Oh, the volume's low. Okay, I'll get the volume higher. Sorry about that. But I don't know if did you guys hear that? I cried twice already in that thing. Like, you hear me pause for a longer time. As you can tell, I don't usually pause on things, but I literally cried twice in that part. They had the wrong slideshow in there for me, by the way, so it really messed me up. My first time public speaking, and they had the wrong slideshow in there for me. It was not fun, but that's just a little thing. Here, let me try to get the volume better. Tell me if it's better.
Right there. Mrs. Kent, who actually probably motivated me to do this, but Mrs. Kent said this is where he should end up. But here's what happens, in my opinion, in my life. You have two choices you can make. You could go the easier way out, or you could say, the heck with that. I'm going to figure out a way, and I'm going to execute. I'm going to figure out a way to say the heck with that. I'm going to turn those no's into yeses. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to figure out a way. And that's all it was about. When you turn those no's into yeses and you say the heck with that, you end up here. You end up building empires. You end up figuring out ways. You don't let these negative things get to you. Because if you do, you go down this bottomless abyss, you go down this abyss that you never turn it around. And it's so important that anyone who has any challenges just continues to do fails and does because you're gonna be successful. And then when I finally stopped listening to this, I stopped listening to the so-called experts and started pushing those away. That attitude is how I went through middle school, went through high school, and like I still remember when I got a 4.0 in high school. I mean, it's still on the wall where my parents' house. But
do you guys hear me get chinny? It's still on the wall in my parents' house. That's my voice. If you watch my chin, you start seeing my chin because I'm about to cry, but I hold it in. I probably should have cried, because then they would have they would have liked the TEDx to talk more, but either way.
But that attitude got me to actually the Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan. So that was, So a few years go by, and there's, I guess, Ross School of Business. So a few years go by, and in college, I was a stock market junkie. Love the stock market. I had two goals in life: be on CNBC and work at a hedge fund. So I graduated college. I didn't go do that right away. I had different internet startups. Some were successful, some weren't. But I wanted to go back to those goals. And my goal, as I said before, was work at a hedge fund. Now, remember, I was told no, no, no. So when I go for things, I go for things big. I don't like to do things small. Big or no small, So I basically said I want to work for the biggest hedge fund manager in the world, the one who's the most outspoken, the most successful, who only basically hires Harvard MBAs, hires traders, hires people that are going to print him money with experience. But that's who I wanted. So what I do, I did the DIY mentality. I started calling and emailing, but I wasn't successful. It was probably 30 times. So I was going to quit. I was going to say, okay, I'll move on to the next one. Actually, someone advised that I did that. He's like, you're done with that one. And then I remembered I had it so hard in elementary school that me giving up is a slap in the face to everyone who supported me. So
my voice changes because I'm about to get hysterical crying, and I was thinking about my mom. That's what that was about. Maybe you guys could hit some likes on that, so it has more than 22 likes, by the way. Thanks.
And this is Dan Loeb. Third Point's Dan Loeb, and you could see some letters. He's a guy that's driven change at hundreds of companies, Yahoo. He's as big as you get. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to give up. That's too easy. No more easy way out. And I started this newsletter, a weekly newsletter called the Dan Loeb Digest. Now, this could be considered crazy, a little crazy, but I call it different, the Do-Arky way. The Dan Loeb Digest was sent to one person every week for 14 weeks straight, to Dan Loeb himself. And Dan Loeb started writing back. Wrote back a few times. Some were really harsh. That's the dumbest idea. That's a great idea. When I say, guys, he's as strong and outspoken as there's no one bigger. Then I finally get this email from Dan Loeb. Love to talk. You have to remember, this is a guy who's a billionaire who everyone in the investment space wanted to be a part of. I got to him, a guy that was told you can't read, you can't do this. And I didn't have the resume or credentials. I didn't have the training experience. You always look for experience and Ivy League pedigrees, but you can't let that ever stop you. So continue my journey of finding my way. I ended up working at a company that was far less inspiring. Basically, I worked there, and after a few months, I was 20 to 30% of the revenue. And my bosses said, that's not in your daily job. You can't keep doing that. You gotta do what you're supposed to do. I'm like, this sounds all too familiar. Being told no and you can't. And I get it. Sometimes it makes sense. But in this case, I was like, I'm tired of this. And it finally hit me that I wanted to create a Do-Arky with a company with no limits, where anyone can succeed, where there's more yeses than nos. It's all about giving people an opportunity. I founded a financial media company, Benzinga, located here in Michigan. When I started this, everyone's like, that's crazy. We were going to compete with the guys called Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Bloomberg. it was something that just didn't make sense. But now the company exists with over 15 million people reading us monthly. And we have the biggest partners in the world. You have to remember, this was something 3 years ago, just got angry and started. And the way this succeeded, it wasn't by luck. It was what I learned over the years by being a little unconventional. If we would have done things a traditional way, we would not have any chance of success. But everyone at the company, individually and collectively, approach it the Duarky way, finding unique things to make things happen. And the crazy thing is, the really crazy thing, the world hasn't, the thing that's really crazy about this company, we really haven't done anything yet. We will. We are determined to be the biggest success story ever in the state of Michigan. And that will happen eventually, all the way from Michigan to the hundreds of millions of people that read our stuff. And so then I want to get to how I approach this Duarky and getting creative. So there's a lot of big partners around, but how do you stand out in a sea of Me Too companies? Everything you do, you got to be memorable and be creative. This is Stephen Ross, the Ross School of Business. We were trying to get a deal with a big partner, and we really listened to what they're doing. One of the partners is coming in from the UK to a Miami Dolphins game. I don't know Stephen Ross at all. So our team, we're sitting down, we're like, what should we do? We find out he's coming to town. I go up there. He speaks. I approach him after. There's a line of 20. The guy before me asks, like, hey, can I pay you $20,000 to borrow your box? I'm like, okay, I'm in big trouble right now because we don't have any money. We're all startup and, scrapping along. I'm like, Steven, we're a startup in Michigan. I need your help. I got these guys from Miami coming to town. Remember, if you guys don't know Stephen Ross, he just donated $200 million to U of M, a total of $300 million. He looks at me. He sees me. I actually bring him like something. I show him, and I was trying to, get him excited. He comes back to me. He's like, here's my cell phone. Call me in 2 hours. I'm like, you sure? Yeah. I call him in 2 hours. Next thing I know, the next day, the game was the next day, the guys who were going to sit in the top level of Dolphin Stadium, literally the top level, the worst seats in the house, are sitting right behind Reggie Bush. And these weren't 2 tickets or 1. These are 5 field passes. They're on the field. To this day, those guys, they can't be more thankful. And what this demonstrates, it's not just being creative and doing it the Duarky way. Successful people, in my experience, want to help out people. But the key is to show that you are excited, that you have the do whatever it takes mentality. And then they want to help you out. Come, have a value proposition. Now, this guy, I'm friends with now. He's a supporter, as nice as can be, and that extends everywhere. And you can do that in your daily lives. It doesn't have to be starting a new company. For example, here's another interesting anecdote that I thought you guys would enjoy. We're going to step back a couple slides, though. Okay, so Pete Rozelle, NFL commissioner. Back in 1981, this guy writes him a letter, says, hey, I admire you. I think you're awesome. I would love to work at the NFL. He didn't say, I want to work as an associate. I want to work as a vice president. I want to get $100,000. He just wanted the opportunity. He appealed to Pete Rozelle's ego and said, I want to be there. I love the NFL. Well, let's forward 32 years later. Guess who wrote that letter? Roger Goodell, the current NFL commissioner. That is what I'm talking about here. That is what I'm talking about. It's in every single person here. You guys don't understand. If Roger doesn't write that letter, who knows where he ends up? Maybe he's cutting trees. Now, trees is a commendable job. Don't get me wrong. But he went out there, wrote the letter, and obviously once he got the job in the NFL, he made his own luck. But the first step, he didn't have a false limitation on himself. He wrote this letter. This wasn't a cover letter with a resume. This was not a cover letter with a resume talking about what he's accomplished. This was a guy that went to an average college and said, hey, I want to be part of this. I admire you. And Pete Rozelle, again, appealing to successful people. They want to help when they see that passion. This is not hard stuff. It's a question of doing and executing and following through. Most people don't, they miss that last part. And this thing, this culture of like doing this duarchy of extending yourself and being different is something I espouse at Benzinga. So at Benzinga, we all have abilities to create our own luck. Remember I mentioned earlier I wanted to be on CNBC? Well, that did there we go. That did well, there's a slide here of me on CNBC. These are two other guys at our company who were on CNBC as well, but and that was a China station. But I was the guest host on their show multiple times. Why? Because I reached out. I didn't listen to like, hey, I don't have all the experience. I'm not an analyst for 30 years. These guys knew to the markets a few years ago, but we don't believe in waiting to do things. So we could wait until we're more mature, but if you're going to have that do-it-yourself mentality, let's fail by doing. Let's duarchy it. Let's say, hey guys, we want to be there, and we've been.
I'll stop it for now, but yeah, I hope you guys can hear me right now. Can you guys hear me? Press 1 if you can hear me. All right. Bree says you can hear me. So the reason that thing kept pausing, there's something going on with the video right now that's pausing. But yeah, I hosted halftime report on CNBC for a while, and yeah, the tree business. DTE spends $200 million or $100 million a year cutting trees. I actually looked and started a tree business with my neighbor 2 years ago who works at DTE. So yeah, that is funny about the whole tree thing. Though it was about duarchy. I made up my own word called duarchy. Benzinga is not like a monarchy or a hierarchy. Most companies. I wanted Benzinga to be a duarchy where doers succeed. So doers that want to experiment succeed. That's what I wanted Benzinga to be. So I wanted it to be a place of entrepreneurs to make their own little businesses inside Benzinga, and that was a duarchy. I learned not everyone wants to do that and be an entrepreneur over time. So that mentality wasn't like the best in some respect, but instead of waiting for things to happen to you and wait for someone to knock on your door, you got to go make it happen. If we want Benzinga to be on, direct TV, I know we can get it. I know we can be. It's just someone has to make it happen. And a lot of people just like to sit back and wait for things to come to them. And that's just the wrong mentality in life. And sometimes I sit back and wait for things to come to me, and I need someone to kick me in the head sometimes. So it's good to have great colleagues like Luke, Aaron, etc., that do that, because sometimes I get lazy too. But I know we have a guest, and we can talk more and finish this video out tomorrow. We'll finish out the video tomorrow. There's some surprises in the last 4 minutes. So let's just wait. Let's turn off the surprise. Let's move on from that. And yeah, you only have one life. And if you have a tree cutting business, reach out to me, because I would invest in your tree cutting business if you move to Michigan. I can get you a nice $4 million contract with a company that needs tree cutting services. But I didn't want to go search for tree cutters, and I guess I got lazy. I could start the tree cutting business. Hold on. I love the comments in the chat, guys. I love the comments, and it's not about having bosses. It's not about bosses. Anyone can go create inner entrepreneur at a company, outside a company. So that's it. All right. Hold on one sec. We're gonna, Pool. Yep. I know Pool. All right, one sec for our guest. Hold on, folks. All right, okay. So now let me turn off my screen sharing, because that won't help us for this cause. But I know what I can put on. How are you, man? How are you, Aden?
I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you great. Sorry for making you wait for the video that, I saw you waiting there. I wanted Aaron to tell you to come back like at 145, 150, but I don't know. So
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So you are a TikToker.
Yeah.
TikToker. Let me show what I got here. So this is Gen Z money, an extra Y, because that's what the Gen Zs do.
Yeah,
so
Gen Z money was like taken, so just had to add the Y. you should
Got it.
always take profits and not
Um,
FOMO buy, so fear of missing out.
I love it. I love it. Have you always been a fan of the markets?
Yeah, so I started trading, or like I bought my first stock when I was like 15 years old. And like I originally got into like stocks because like I want to do like programming, something related to like computer science. And I heard a lot of IT companies, they give like stock options or whatnot to their employees, and you get like higher up. So I was like, oh, maybe I should learn about stocks. And then I like search up on YouTube or whatever, and just like started reading about like stock market and whatnot. And then I like started creating content on TikTok because you know Gary Vee, right? How he's also always like get on TikTok and all that. And then one day I just decided to post on it. I posted on it, and then the video got like 0 views after a couple minutes, and then I just like deleted it. I was like, oh, whatever. 4 months later, I come back. I posted again, and then overnight it got like 50 views. I posted like 3-4 more videos, and then I posted a video about how to choose penny stocks to trade, and it was about like how you can just go to like buyerfarmcatalyst.com and look at FDA approvals and trade the run up ahead of that. And that video ended up getting like 300K views, which is like pretty crazy, like compared to YouTube or any other platforms. You go on, you're not going to get that organic growth. There'll be like 0 views, 10 views. It'll like really slowly build up. But TikTok, your first video you post can blow up really easily, which is like good and bad for the stock market, because like some people just get on and just talk nonsense and things like that, and they'll like get views and things like that. But yeah, I just started posting and picked up pretty quickly.
And did you learn the tricks of the trade?
Of like stocks or TikTok or both?
TikTok.
Yeah. Like I have 3 accounts. So I have like my Gen Z Money, which is like my account, and then I'm running you know Graham Stephan?
Yep. You're running.
I'm running his Iced Coffee Hour podcast TikTok. And then I got them a lot of followers on that TikTok. And then I have a third TikTok where I just post clips of like rich people talking about money. But like the main TikTok that I try to focus on is my own, obviously. So yeah. And like I can like grow an account pretty quickly because it's like literally so easy. All you have to do, if you can get a person to watch your entire TikTok, or better yet, watch it multiple times, then you'll blow up. It's like as simple as that.
No, I know. So my really good friend, we do it as a joke. He has multiple accounts now, 4 accounts that have over 1 million. The one that he's focused on has 1.6 million now, and he literally started it when we were in Florida, December 24th. It was 2 days like before Christmas. So that's what I remember. 2 days before Christmas, December 24th is when he started it. And so, and all he does is like, he does the question thing. He's like, do you believe this? If you think this is going to happen, or what's going to, you know, and that whole thing, you know, so that's what he does. And so it's like, you're kind of like, you come in with excitement, keep it exciting, and then it goes to the next part, right?
Yeah. Just like hook the person in first, like 1 second, ideally, like 1 to 2 seconds, because it's such short videos.
Yep.
And then just like keep it up.
Now, would it be crazy if your first video on TikTok got 1 million views?
Like that's never happened to me, but like not really. Like I'll sometimes see a video on my For You page, and then I'll just like swipe to the profile, and then it'll just be like they have like maybe 1 or 2 videos, and that like one video has millions of views.
Yeah, but they could have deleted their other videos, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
it's not common, but like it's not like uncommon, because like TikTok, anything can happen.
Well, the reason I ask is I was trying to set you up for something, is because my first video on TikTok, my first video ever, 1 million views.
Jeez, it's pretty crazy.
I got to show it to you. It's pretty funny, actually. I'm no TikTok expert, though. You're the TikTok expert. Where do you live?
I live in like Ottawa, like Canada.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have cable TV there yet?
Canada? Yeah.
Really? I'm kidding. That's what I say to our Canadian friends that are like, do you have cable yet? You know, all this. So, and then we're going to talk some stock market stuff. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to talk stock market stuff. They asked me, why are we just talking TikTok? I know, guys. I know. We're going to get to stock market stuff. I'm a curious soul. I want to show them one thing though. Hold on. Share screen. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. 1 second. All right.
Hey, stock.
Wait, what is going on? Aaron, are you touching stuff? Stop, Aaron. Aaron Bree keeps touching stuff. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Hold on.
Because I'm either going to look like the biggest fool in the room or the smartest guy in the room. You guys ready for this one?
Yes.
And XSPA. Take a look.
Penny stock.
Well, it is now, but yes.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
Bought it, right?
No. I bought it yesterday. I bought it at 51 cents. Yes. You know the airports where they have the massage thing?
It's a contrarian play, I think. I mean,
He's waiting for the airports to reopen.
COVID-19. They might be doing tests at airports for like temperature tests, but I have a feeling ExpressBot hired a new chief medical officer. How far of a reach would it be? Could they do the antibody test if it's so easy? Could they start having those at their spas?
It's taken off. Oh, what? Okay, XSPA just blasted off here, Jason, right now.
Oh my God.
There's an actual headline that just broke saying exactly what Jason just said.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of in shock here right now. So ExpressBot.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Jason.
With JF. A fantastic call.
I made one crazy trade yesterday.
All right.
I'm either going to
Whoa. Sorry. Okay. So it went up 100. It went up 100%.
Yeah, I remember trading XSPA.
Yeah. So do you follow the markets a lot these days?
Yeah. Mostly like small caps because that's just I just like them. I don't know. I feel like more comfortable trading small caps over like large caps or mid caps or whatever. But when pennies are dead, then I'll go up. But for now, small caps mostly.
So what are some of the small caps you're liking in trading?
Right now, given the current market, I've just been taking a lot of day trades and I'm really cash heavy. So I'll just go to the pre-market gainers and whatnot, and I'll just trade all those high volume stocks and just day trade those. Before I do have a couple stocks that I'm looking at for potential swings. A lot of them I think have been talked about on the stream. Bissell, that's one that I've looked at. I've done some DD on it, and I know a lot of Atlas people are on that one too. And then but I'm mostly for now just day trades on those high momentum small caps that I'm confident will go up higher, and just set stop losses so I don't burn my blow up my entire portfolio or whatever on these day trades. But yeah.
So is Vissel your favorite penny stock to trade right now, or what is your favorite penny stock to trade?
I have a small position, swing position in Vissel, and I like it now. I also am looking at this is a really, really small cap stock, so just don't blindly buy it. I have a small position in ACST. So they released an update basically saying that they're looking into strategic partnerships and whatnot, and there's speculation that it will be a merger. Right now it's mostly speculation, so I think from that speculation alone, I think it could, depending on what the market does, run up to $1. And then if they actually do announce a merger or anything like that, what happened with TRCH, if they announce a merger, I think that easily breaks over $1. But yeah.
What's it at right now? I was waiting for Aaron to pull it up in Pro, but he hasn't pulled it up yet. What's it up? What's it at now? ACSP?
I think it's at 66 cents. So it's really small cap, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some of those move. You should have bought you missed it. You should have bought Voyager at 60 cents.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, crystal ball. If we all had it, we would be all just sitting
billionaires.
All billionaires. So I love how you make TikToks for others. That's awesome. You should do some TikToks for us. Take our channel for a few days or a few weeks, or create a new channel for us. What about that?
Yeah, sure, I could do that. Yeah,
I'm all about that. Oh, this guy RG, he's in ACST right now.
Yeah, it's they had previous movements over $1 just off pure speculation that this merge will happen, and then they released a second. I think the original article that they released was like months ago, and there's like one line really said that they're like cash heavy to explore potential strategic partnerships, and then they released another update like a couple weeks ago saying that same line, the stock went up like 15% because of that. So I'm just watching it right now, and like it's not something you should like obviously put a lot of money into, because like mostly speculation that a merger or strategic partnership will happen. But like I think chances are that it should happen soon, and even if it doesn't happen, it'll probably still run up just off speculation that merger will happen.
Yeah, I mean, those are ones that I don't necessarily trade because over time I've been hurt more than I've been helped by it, you know. Those are my challenges for those, like that kind of stock. But listen, that stock could be at $3. I mean, Sundial did it. Sundial fully did it. You saw that one?
Yeah, I was in it at like 60-ish cents.
There you go.
It like happened pretty quickly. Like I 60 to cents to $1. I sold out like some of my position, and then Wall Street Bets got on it, and it just went like 1 to like, I think it hit 4 in pre-market or something like that.
For sure.
Pretty crazy.
Here's your guy, by the way.
Yeah, Gary. Yeah. Oh, you've met him. Nice.
A few times. I was trying to pull that up when when you were talking before. I met him a few times, but yeah, I was trying to find another photo with us, but I couldn't find the one I wanted to show you. It was a funny one. But yeah, so ACSD. Okay, and then how often are you trading? Is it like a few times a day? Do you trade every day? What do you do?
I usually trade like, so right now I'm still in high school, and we have like school every other day. So like if I'm trying to pay attention in class, then I won't trade for that day. But I would say like at least once every 2 days, and sometimes like once every day, just like multiple day trades and things like that. And then I'll have like my swings, which is only like a couple at the moment.
Got it. So that's fun. And so you're in school doing this. So now are you remote with school right now?
It's like every other day I go to school.
All right. And then you find time to make TikToks. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to get you signed up. So Aaron, you're the one who found him? All right. Aaron nods yes. He won't appear. He's behind the scenes. It's okay.
No, I was gonna say I think Aden might have reached out to, like, weren't you in the comments one day, and then I told you to email me or something like that?
The Benzinga Twitter account, and someone responded back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then some person Cam Liius. Sure, Cam. We don't start full time unless we know you're good. So if you're good, then sure, we'll try you out. For our Twitter account too. Our Instagram account was taken over by a guy who's in the chat. He took it over like 3 weeks ago. I think it went from like 9,000 to about 12,000 people. His goal is 30,000 by some number, whatever. But yeah, we're a place that is very entrepreneurial. That's all I want to do, is be the most entrepreneurial place ever to build. So put the incentives right, everything right in that sense. But we're very entrepreneurial. So if there's something, then let's talk more. This JHKD said NLST was a monster penny stock move with lots of upside left. Yeah, these penny stocks, guys, you got to be careful on them. It's hard to know when the move's going to happen and who's going to get behind it. It's a different game.
That's why I like penny stocks with FDA approvals, because it's like exact concrete date when a catalyst has happened, and like obviously I would never hold on the days of those FDA approvals, because it's just like, in my opinion, it's a coin flip. Because even if there is an approval,
so then why do you like it? Because people are buying it to lead up to it.
Yeah, exactly. The pre-anticipatory run up ahead. Because like on the day of, sorry, go ahead.
And you use Biofarm Catalyst.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. We have a page launching. I thought like today or yesterday, but we have a page launching very soon. That should be very helpful. We have a whole FDA section. We hired a managing director of like biotech, and they built like a whole FDA database, everything you could imagine.
Oh, nice. I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's not there yet. They're developers. I don't know. Developers, right? We need developers. Get this thing out there, So That's what we need to do. But that's what you like to do. I like that. That gives you a definitive date to hold the stock to. I like that play, man. That is smart and you're 17 years old. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You're amazing, dude. You're freaking amazing. Ottawa Canadian. You're going to help us make some TikToks. This is great. I love how you're looking at, definitive dates. You're taking some risk on. You're covering your risk a little bit. Yeah, just be careful. And glad you came on. Yeah, I'm going to watch your TikToks for the Gen Z. They look awesome, and I like your graphics and all that stuff. So
yeah, I wanted to say it was great to like finally get Aden on because we've been emailing back and forth, like trying to get a time for him to come on for like a month
Wow.
or so now. So it's like it's good to finally get you on.
Yeah, you're too busy, Aden.
Yeah, kind of.
You couldn't. It's too busy. Too busy.
Well,
all right, man.
Not too busbusy to
yeah, hope you're not too busy.
Make some TikToks,
Yeah, get with Aaron. Help us make some TikToks.
I can do that.
We have money. We pay for performance. We, all that fun stuff. Thank you for sharing some of your penny stocks, and sorry for making you wait through my long video.
No problem.
All right, man.
We'll get you back on another day, Aden.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. So, Aaron, what do we have next?
We have our Benzinga crypto show hosted by Catherine, the amazing crypto writer.
Are you co-hosting it today?
No, I'm not. I don't think so.
Okay.
I believe John G is, but I'm not sure.
John G's co-hosting it?
I believe so. Or maybe
That's funny.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's funny.
It could be a little surprise. It should be starting right now.
Wait, not yet. Not yet. Oh, wait, you wait, I saw you had some news. What was your breaking news on BCRX, Aaron? I saw you put that on.
Oh, there's someone in the comments just wanted to see it. Oh, someone's saying my sound is low. Sorry.
No, but that's your breaking news? God, you can't roll for punches.
Can I just say Aaron's mic is looking spiffy.
It looks nice. I don't think it sounds great because people in the comments are saying it sounds low.
Your mic is great. It's
okay,
turning sideways.
I'm here though to inform
Crypto
the
show.
masses that the crypto show is about to start.
Who's co-hosting with Catherine today, Spencer? We were arguing about it.
You're arguing about who's co-hosting with Catherine?
Yeah.
I confess.
We put a big bet on it. What do you mean you confess?
I would say I would
confess I'm not sure.
I would
oh,
say
you're not sure either. All right, you want to join the bet?
I would say we debated it. You said it was John G, and I said John G. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I've tried Webflow. I tried Webflow. We brought a Webflow developer on it. Hey, Sebastian, if you're a Webflow developer and you're looking to help us here, let's go. We need builders. DM me on Twitter or email me at jason@benzinga.com or text me at 248-766-0000. Builders for Benzinga. I know we have to go. We have the next show coming up. It's exciting, and we'll see you later.